Good night, all you, my brothers and sisters from Palestine. Today is 9 April 2026 and we are at 9:48 p.m. here from Italy. A special good night, and I hope for you a calm good night sometimes, despite all the Israeli airstrikes activity, despite all the false ceasefire there, there in the Gaza Strip. As you can see, we are inside our common Google Zoom Earth application where we can see all the situation, all the synoptical map situation with all the isobars that regard all the low pressure fronts and also the high pressure fronts. Remember always that all these low pressure fronts that you can see here are directly linked with a low pressure from a cyclonic origin. All that other zones that you can see here in red color are all high pressure fronts. All these high pressure fronts have in common the fact that they originate from anticyclonic vortex. Now we can go to see, we are going to see some details about these isobars. Isobars. Okay, we can see that the situation in Europe is quite normal, especially here from me in Italy, where we have some value between 114 and 116 hectopascal or millibars, but we have some two very high strong high pressure anticyclonic vortex, one in Russia in Siberia of from 1030 from to 1034 hectopascal or millibar, that is the same thing. And we have another anticyclonic vortex with very high pressure along North Atlantic Ocean. We are from 1020 for 1021 1023 5 and in the center of all these high pressure anticyclonic vortex we are inside at with this value as you can see here 1034 hectopascal. Perfect. We can see also other fronts. As you can see, there is a very deep low pressure here in the Antarctica, and we have also a quite low pressure vortex of cyclonic origin here in Iceland and near the Greenland. Okay, now let's focus the situation of the Gaza Strip. On the Gaza Strip from Gaza to Rafah. The, the pressure for today is normally is a bit low high. We are at 1016 hectopascal in all areas along the Gaza Strip camps. We can see the situation now about the precipitation. For that regard, the precipitation, we are now in clear sky, so there isn't any activity, any rainy activity that affected your microclimate for many days, for many months through winter storms. From the first that was Byron on last 10 December 2026 25 until the last was the fourth that we had also another We had also another winter storm on January 16th, 17th. The second, the third, we had into the third winter storm we had in February 25, and the fourth in last 14, 15 March, one of that 2 days for sure. Um, as you can see, now we have a situation in clear sky. From me, now is 9:53 p.m. From you, dear brothers and sisters from Palestine. In this moment, you are at 10:53 p.m. About let's see the situation about the wind. For all that regard, wind speed from Beit Laia, Gaza, Nuseirat, Khan Yunis, and Rafah, we are at 5 kilometers by hour. The direction of the wind is south southeast. That is um, is African wind probably. If you have a doubt, um, go here and simply uh, write Rosa dei Venti in Italian language, and you can give a special name to every blow wind that regard your area. Um, let's see the Rosa's wind. Okay, here it is. The wind is African, exactly, perfect. Okay, okay. So for now we have this situation. This wind, this African wind from south southeast is no is warm. So for now there isn't any problem regarding temperature. I hope for you there. So the wind are very stable for today, and for all that regard wind gusts that are very important for you that live especially inside the tents. From Beit Laia to Rafah we are 7-8 kilometers by hour, so the wind is blowing very low and is stable, so you don't have any problem about strong wind, at least for now. So now let's see together the temperature situation. Temperature situation is 15 degrees in this moment in all sectors, from Beit Laia to Rafah. Um, then we can see the situation about the relative humidity in percentage. From Beit Laia to Rafah, we are between 83 and 85%. So you'll see very, if in this moment you have 15 degrees, the real temperature that you can see, the field temperature that you can see from your body is now from 12, 13 degrees, not more. If you have your tent, especially for all Gazawi that have tents along the very close to the Mediterranean Sea, along the beach, in this case the temperature could arrive also at 10, 11 degrees, not more. Now for today is this the situation. We can see also the situation for tomorrow, for 10 April. 10 April, let's see, for 10 April in the morning, or in as you can see in the morning at 6 o'clock, the, there isn't any precipitation activity. Wind, let's see the situation about wind. The wind is between 6 and 7 kilometers by hour, and okay, the direction is from south southeast, so it's African wind that is very warm. Wind gusts we are between 9 kilometers by hour over. So the situation, as you can see, in all that regard the wind gusts, we can see after the situation on Rafah, Khan Yunis, and Nuseirat, the situation in Gaza and in Beit Laia will be at 12 kilometers by hour for wind gusts. So don't worry because the situation it will be quite stable for all that regard the wind gust. Uh, let's see the situation about the temperature. The temperature, as you can see, from Beit Laia to Rafah on 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 6 o'clock in tomorrow morning, so in 10 April, will be of 13 degrees. So don't worry because yes, it's more fresh the climate again, but don't worry because it's a discrete temperature. Remember that every time you feel more cold is only for the fact that is not intrinsically uh, um, uh, about the temperature, the real temperature, and is not only always linked to the field temperature that you feel from your body, from your immune system. But it's very important also the wind speed. More a wind is too strong, and more you feel the temperature in drop, especially during winter. It's a natural law that is very important to understand. Let's see now the situation about the humidity, the relative percentage humidity. We are in from we start from Rafa in 79%, in Canyonis 81%, in Nuseirat 85, 82%, sorry, in Gaza 82%, and in Beit Laia 82%. Also here we are in Gaza North. Okay, now let's see the pressure. Okay, that we saw again in this. The value is around 1016 hectopascal or millibar. Perfect. Let's see the situation at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock after 6 hours tomorrow. There isn't any precipitation activity. The weather will be sunny, so don't worry. It will be a very good day. It will be sunny. For all that regard the wind speed is okay. It's okay. Now it's changed completely the situation after 6 hours because as you can see the wind it will be more strong. It will come from west at uh, mm, at least 19-20 kilometers by hour. So we are in 18 or 19 kilometers by hour. The data that is very important for you is the wind gust. The wind gust no, it's not okay here. It's not okay here because we start from the 31 kilometers by hour in Rafah, 31 kilometers by hour in Canyonis, 31 kilometers by hour in Nuseirat, 32 kilometers by hour in Gaza, 32 kilometers by hour also here in Beit Laia in northern Gaza. So from the moment that the wind it will be more strong, also 30 kilometers by hour, it's a moderate wind that you for sure you that are inside all the all the tents along in the beach, especially in the beach very close to the Mediterranean Sea, you will see very strong this wind. But don't worry because it's again classified like moderate wind. The temperature will be around 20 and 22 degrees. Okay, so all that regard, let's see the situation about the humidity relative percentage, we start in Rafah, that is 49%, in Khan Yunis will be 53%, in Nuseirat 57%, in Gaza 58%, in Beit Lahiya 56%. Let's see also the situation about the pressure. As you can see, also tomorrow, 10 April at 12 o'clock, the situation will remain constantly. So sunny weather and also high pressure at 1017 hectopascal or millibar. Okay, uh, thank you so much for all your kind attention. For tonight is all. Dr. Alessio Brancaccio send you special hugs and kisses to all your special families along the Gaza Strip camp. See you. I hope for you a calm good night and see you again.